Gluten-free sweet potato tortilla. So good, so easy, just a couple ingredients. One, this is the kind of gluten-free flour that I love. It does not come with xanthan gum, so you do need to add that in. We have about 1.5 cups of the gluten-free flour. So I'm gonna do about a teaspoon of the xanthan gum. Mixing that together, our flour is ready. You can also do this with just regular all-purpose flour. You could do spelt flour, but for allergy purposes, we are using the gluten-free. I have sweet potatoes here, and I put them in the microwave. I'd say about 6 to 8 minutes. You want them fully cooked. They are hot. These are what you call a hot potato. You might want to use a towel for this. My hands have a fair share of hotness, so we're good. We want about 2 cups of the flesh of the sweet potato. So we're gonna take that out and just pop it into our bowl. And I'd say that's about 1.5 cups. And then we'll do another one of these guys here. And to me, that looks like close to 2 cups. I think I'm gonna be right on with the amount that I cooked up here. Then what we wanna do, you wanna get something you can get this is just a muddler. You just wanna smash this up. The sweet potato has to be hot. It has the moisture in it, so it's all gonna come together nicely. We're gonna pop in our flour. We just are mixing it together. So we'll use a spoon, and then we're gonna get our hands in here. We're gonna get our hands in and get this like an actual dough here shortly. Gonna mush it together though with our spoon, the back of the spoon, to incorporate the flour and the sweet potato. And then we're gonna put it into a nice dough. And you know what's so nice about this is you're getting a veggie in your tortilla. So I know with my kids, I always like to sneak vegetables in, and this is a great way to sneak it in. Take this here, and once all of the flour is kind of smushed into the sweet potato, we are gonna take this onto our board. Once this is all kneaded together, we're gonna let this rest for about 10 minutes. You can see this is kind of becoming a nice dough now. All right, there we go. We have our dough. We're gonna let that rest. We can put a little towel over it so it doesn't dry out. And we'll be back and roll them out. We've let this rest for about 10 minutes. Now we're gonna take, I'd say golf ball size. Just kind of roll it around just so it's a nice ball together. I did add a little bit more flour to my surface so it doesn't stick, and a rolling pin. We're gonna need a little more flour on top too. And if you keep just turning it, like a quarter turn, that's how you get more of a round tortilla. So you get to this point and then you can kind of just go around. If it's not perfectly round, that's even better, right? Like totally homemade. You can see how thin this is, how it kind of drapes over my hand. That's how you want it to be. So we're gonna have our first tortilla there. So I got my golf ball size again. We'll do one more. And I'm gonna get my skillet on here so it's nice and hot. And the awesome things about this, right? Gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free, corn-free. I was just talking to my mother-in-law and she was saying, well, then it's like, is that like the why bother? I'm like, no, these are so good, even though they have so few ingredients. Easy as that. Now we're gonna get them onto our skillet and cook them up. I'm gonna put in about a tablespoon or so of avocado oil and my tortilla in here. You want it on definitely high end, medium high to high heat. It's gonna be about 20-30 seconds either side. And then top it with salt, a nice browning on there, a little bit of salt on top. And what I like to do is I like to keep it in the parchment here, and then that way you can wrap it up and hold it over. So I make this while my son is sleeping. Kids are at school, they come home, and we have dinner on the table in no time flat. This is a pork shoulder, about 3 pounds. We have this liquid smoke. We need a tablespoon of liquid smoke. And just literally just pour it over the top, give it a nice little flip, and kind of douse it a little bit more. There we go. Okay, we're gonna take this and put it into our Dutch oven. This is Hawaiian red salt. So you can't use anything but this. This is where the flavor comes from. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just sprinkle it on top. Justin, can you help me sprinkle it? There you go. Yep, just like that. And we're gonna do another half. So we'll flip this. We got plenty of salt on that side. And this is all gonna render down. The fat's gonna render off of it. Even if you get salt mostly on one side, it's gonna go all throughout the meat, all over it, just like that. We're gonna pop our lid on. We have our oven going at 300 degrees, and we're gonna put it in there for about 2.5 to 3 hours. One of the best things I like to put on top of these fabulous tacos is a great slaw. So what we're gonna make is a slaw that is dairy-free, gluten-free, soy-free, corn-free. It has great flavor and it has great crunch. So fresh lime juice right into the bowl. You know, you want, it comes out to be probably about a tablespoon and a half. A little bit of maple syrup, just a quick splash. Apple cider vinegar, and apple cider vinegar has a lot of good health benefits for you, and olive oil, another powerhouse in the health world here. We got a lot of olive oil, a nice pinch of salt, and we're gonna mix that all together. And that is our dressing for our slaw. If you wanted it a little creamy, you could always add a little yogurt if you want. You could use coconut yogurt if you're trying to avoid any dairy. I roughly chopped up some bok choy, some purple cabbage, green onions. So we're gonna get our green onion right here. And then some cilantro. So I am just gonna kind of cut off tops here. The stems are good too. That's the nice thing about cilantro. It's all good. And just get a rough chop through it. And here's the great thing, you know, if there's certain foods that you're trying to avoid that are in this, there was a time where I was avoiding coriander, AKA cilantro. So I would just keep the cilantro out of here and I'd have the rest of the ingredients. Same thing with the cabbage. I was avoiding cabbage for a little while. So with this slaw, I would have put in my bok choy. I would have added some carrots. So there's so many ways you can still have the great food you love, but to have it be good for you as well. So now I'm happy to say I'm back on cabbage and back on cilantro and have this delicious slaw to go on top of our tacos. Now, for the main event here, we have our pork that has been in the oven now for about 3 hours. You can see in here, it is very fork tender. The only thing that's holding this thing together is this string wrapped around it. It's a little hot, it's all good. And sometimes there's one, sometimes there's two. Looks like there's two on this one. I mean, look at that, just pull apart on there. Oh, so good. So then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our forks and literally just look at that, you know, just melts like that because it's been cooking. It's broken down all of those fibers and actually all the fat and tenderized it so beautifully. So you just pull it apart like this. And here's the key. Look inside here. You can see all of those juices. That is the money. That is so good and there's so much flavor in there. So do not pour this out. Here's what we're doing. We are taking all this meat and we are putting it back into the pot and we're getting it nice and tossed in all of those juices. And that makes such great flavor. And right there, I mean, how easy was that, right? We literally had 2 ingredients, put it in a oven for like 3 hours, and then we end up with this delicious food. Now let's build our taco. So we have these amazing tortillas. And you know what you can do? You can keep them put in the fridge if you wanted, and you can always pop them back onto the stove if you want them a little hotter. Get yourself a tortilla, get yourself as much protein as you'd like on there. And of course, we gotta get some of our slaw, giving it that crunch. You know, if you wanted to, you could add some cheese, you could add some sour cream, it's up to you. But honestly, with the flavors of the pork and the slaw, and the tortilla here, a little bit of avocado adds the creaminess that I like right on top. And I mean, gorgeous and so good, so good. All right, let's try it. The moment of truth. It's so good. All of those flavors together, the crunchiness, the smoothness, and the creaminess of avocado. Not much better than this one. Perfect for Taco Tuesday.